Hey, howdy hi. Bathwater. General Kenobi. We are back to MORIMENS. Got a new follower? I follow back basically everyone. Really loving this game. Sure is unfortunate that, seems this AC isn't quite as strong as I was hoping. It's still... The room is bearable. I'm not dying like my old AC was, but it's still not able to bring it down as low as I want, which... Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. So I spent a lot of money on this thing, and one stronger than this would be a lot more money that I don't have now. I don't think I had then. Especially because family owes me a good chunk of money, and it's impossible to get them to ever pay it back. You give me money? Not too much, Bathwater. Current event. This new Psyche Deep Dive. Buenos Evermore. We have prepared 2 stories. In one of them, you lived a long and happy life. Family secret. This doesn't seem to spoil any major plot stuff, because it didn't warn me at all. The neighbor's whispers. Your parents' words left unsaid. A stranger's careful silence. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing the least bit suspect about who you are. For any of that, you ever considered keeping a... No, I don't mean a dragon. The moon. Already off to a weird start. Dragon, moon, 2 lives. The brightest full moon you have ever seen hangs in the sky. Your limbs are weak and frail. Your mind a little sluggish. You raise a hand. The lines of old age have crept across your skin. So I've reached this age. Tonight may well be the last. No dragons, said like person from oh, like at an emote. No dragons. No dragons. Memory drifts back. Strangely, you feel no fear of death at all. You smile instead, out of a peace that comes from somewhere deep within. Your family gathers close around you. Your youngest granddaughter, Vera, understands nothing of it yet. She lovingly nestles against your hand. Grandpa, when can you play with me again? Look, the thing you taught me last time, I can do it now. You watched that movie once as a kid in Polish, so you don't remember. Fair enough. I think I knew about when it was coming out, but I was still shocked to relearn there's a LEGO Incredibles game. It makes sense with all the other LEGO superhero stuff they do, and I think it's built heavily around, like, the same engine they use for LEGO Marvel, but... It's just shocking. He sets a lopsided grasshopper made from palm leaves on the quilt. Its name is Vera, because Vera is the name Grandpa gave me, and it's the best name ever. Vera. Grandpa needs to rest. Come here, come to Papa. Your son, worried for you, moves to carry her away. Vera's lip trembles as her eyes tear up. You cough a few times with a smile, struggling to prop up your frail bones and lean against the headboard. Don't be sad, Vera. Isn't the moon lovely tonight? Turn the lamp down a little. Grandpa still has time for one more story. Let me think. Whose mind am I in right now that I've already been subsumed by it? Your gaze falls on the brass compass that has never left your side. Untouched by the years, it wears a soft, downy rim of silver in the moonlight. You run your thumb slowly over its surface, full of longing. Your voice goes hoarse as you sink into memory. It was... oh, more than 60 years ago, when I was still a child. See, the Keeper shouldn't have any memory of being a kid. Are you sure the ship is about to leave port? He still isn't back? Seems he won't get to say goodbye in person. Please bring this brooch to him. The harbor whistle blew. Pontos' friends with benefits, unable to see him off in person, had left behind a jangling heap of jewelry for him, now boarded the ship with regret on their faces. For something's sake, sweetheart, when is your uncle ever going to learn not to make so many friends? Uncle be fucking. Your mother Laisha looked at you, half amused and half exasperated. With a sigh, she tucked the jewelry into the little box. We go back to the captain to return when the ship next made port. Your family ran an utterly ordinary little inn in a seaside town. Only one thing about it was the least bit unusual. Now, let me see who this handsome young man is. The door swung open again on a gust of salt wind, and the one unusual thing in question swept you up around the waist, laughing, and spun you through the air. Pontos, how many times have I told you you'll pull his arm right off? Uncle Pontos. Hey there, little Iago. Jago? Iago? I don't know. Look what I brought back for you. He snapped his fingers, spread them wide against the empty air, and a heavy copper-plated compass dropped into your palm. He said, better come by honest means. This house can't hold any more tokens of love and broken hearts. Laisha tossed the box of jewelry back to him with a smirk and tipped her chin toward the window. The ship carrying the other half of those broken hearts had just left port. Ah, come on, you know me. Never been any good at saying no. Grinning, Pontos tilted his head and dodged a hard swat from Laisha, then set you down on the floor. By the way, I've made some new friends. You might need to talk, Laisha. About the things you don't want to talk about. Too busy studying your new treasure, you missed the darkening look on Laisha's face. Pontos ruffled your hair. Don't want to talk about. Mother and I have a few things to talk over. My favorite young man is willing to go play upstairs for a while. I'll tell him some wonderful tales from my travels. Deal? Held out his hand. For the compass's sake, you took it. It's the deal handshake that belonged only to the two of you. Lying on the floor of the upstairs bedroom, you dug out a map and set about, in deep concentration, using the compass to find the bearings from those seafaring tales. The house was very old, worn down by the sea and the wind. A few scattered words still drifted up through the cracks in the floorboards. Ooh. You've already told... Can't keep... Hiding isn't the answer. Those beings. I can... My talent. Beings. Uncle Pontos' voice grew increasingly desperate. As you pressed your ear closer out of curiosity... Thud! The door slammed open. Pontos was hauled in by the collar and tossed inside your room. Laisha gave him the there would be no discussion look. The answer is no, Pontos. I only want you all to stay alive and safe. Keep your distance from those new friends of yours. If things truly get out of hand, I'll take us all away from here. Come on, Laisha, I stopped being a child a long time ago. Can't keep running forever. First, learn to help me run the business and stop fooling around all day. Then we can talk about this. You'd rarely heard Laisha speak so harshly. You drew a breath and managed a strange smile for you. Strange smile for you? Jago, do your mother a favor. Keep an eye on your uncle. Don't let him slip out again tonight. Shoved those words behind her and hurried downstairs to the ledgers that never seemed to end, as if eager to end the conversation as quickly as possible. When they were going down there, I thought there was going to be some kind of financial difficulty because she was refusing to use the gifts. Pontos raised an eyebrow and shrugged at you. Well, Jago, looks like we can move story time up a little earlier. Knew those tales had spilled out of the ship's hold along with the cargo. Too strange and full of twists. Either way, even at midnight, you slept only lightly. The moonlight beyond the window laid a film of silver across your closed eyes. Then something blotted it out. Huh? Uncle Pontos, you can't climb out the window. Mom will get angry. Pontos was already halfway out the window. Without thinking, you reached out to grab hold of him. You didn't even stop to wonder why he looked as if he were hanging in midair. Oh. Wait, careful! Okay, he's fighting a dissolution monster that the kid can't see. Weightlessness took you, and then... whoosh! Rip. You were yanked up by the cloth at the small of your back, a strange, smooth fur brushing across your face. When you opened your eyes, a chill of horror ran up your spine. The tail of a featureless, unspeakable creature was hooked behind your back, its tip crawling thick with hideous barbs. Or maybe the kid can see it. You had no room to register this terrifying thing had clearly just saved you. Uncontrollably, a choked-off scream forced its way up from your throat. Pontos, crouched low on the back of the faceless creature, pulled you up against him and clamped a hand hard over your mouth. The creature spread its huge bat-like wings and slid soundlessly into the dark. Don't be afraid. They won't hurt you. Okay? No time, Jago. Stay quiet. I'll explain everything later. Pontos wrapped an arm around your shoulders to soothe you, tucking you in between himself and the creature. His body held low, his eyes fixed on the rocky shoals in a remote corner of the harbor. Before you could ask anything, an ominous sound came crawling up out of the sea like worms. Rustling. Rustling. Slap, splish, squelch. First the scaled talons, then arms, or soft writhing limbs. Barnacle-crusted bodies and a slime so foul it made your stomach turn. You only knew the sea as an endless source of food. You never imagined it could also be home to such abominations. Their bulging, dreadful eyes were full of malice as they stared at the town's buildings. Yep. Wear it. What? Must. Through here. Be dissolution. Give in to dissolution. More flesh. Monsters! Uncle, so many monsters! The next moment, the faceless winged creature beneath you darted down. Pontos spread his knuckled fingers, and a murky light leapt toward the two contemptible monsters. They slid limply to the ground, like two statues snapped in half. A soft tap, and the half-bodies pitched to the earth and crumbled into gray ash, swept off on the sea wind. Huh. Knew there'd always be one or two that slipped the net. Leisha and her guys should have paid more attention. Oh. Leisha... Mom? What happened, Uncle? Fright nearly buckled your legs. You almost slid off the creature's smooth back. Hold on a little longer. Need to make sure they're alright first. Pontos patted your shoulder, and guided the creature to carry you both toward the coastline on the far side of town. Part of some dissolution fighting group? His wrath will burn you all away. Only Rapture can... Squelch. Blood sprayed, and you stared, stunned, at Leisha and several of the inn's regulars fighting astride the same creatures you rode. The hell are these things even doing here? Never mind, that should be the last of them. Hope they were just passing through. Leisha and her companions left. You and Pontos stood in the shadows. You'd have crumpled straight to the ground if you weren't holding your shoulders. You clung to the hem of his clothes. His voice was calm and soft, as if he were trying his hardest not to frighten you any further. Jago, just like what you saw. Those creatures that carried us here just now, they're called Gaunts. We drive them to fight for us. He paused, his hand resting against the Gaunt's flank, cracking his knuckles, as if hesitating over how to explain. Well, We're the heroes out of an adventure story. The kind who tame dragons, only we tame these gaunts. What are you talking about, Uncle Pontos? Family just runs an inn. After the accident, there weren't many of us left. Aisha did a lot for everyone, and people leaned on her. She didn't want us, especially you, to have anything to do with all this. This quiet, nameless life is exactly the one she wanted for us. There's still so many evil, ugly things out there in this world. Just like the ones you saw today. I don't understand. A flicker of frustration crossed Pontos' face. Rare for him. He swept the loose golden hair from his brow back over his head. Lately, the Gaunts found me. I can feel something far more powerful behind them. He's chosen me. He is calling to me. A higher entity that the Gaunts obey? Do so much more, but Leisha thinks as long as we hide well, everything will be fine. The sheer weight of it all left you blinking blankly. For the first time, you knew every single word and still couldn't make any sense. It couldn't make sense of any of it strung together. Yeah, the guy's not doing a great job of actually explaining to his nephew what the fuck's going on. Pontos seemed to catch himself. Came back to the moment. Gave you a smile. Sorry, Jago. Did I throw too much at you all at once? Yeah, kinda. Let's head back before Leisha finds out we snuck off. Got all the time in the world to talk about this. In the distance, Leisha seemed to glance your way. Uncle Pontos made the shh gesture at you again. The window opened and closed again, without a sound. As if it had only ever been the wind that opened the window, the waves outside broke and drew back. You heard Leisha coming up the stairs. You and Pontos buried your faces in your pillows, breathing evenly, pretending this was still an ordinary night. Oh. I didn't realize this was staggered release. That's fine, probably. Have to do the rest later. Awakener Trials. Oh, yeah. This is Pontos, which is... Oh, it's actually the uncle. That makes sense, actually. Yeah. Let's see how he works. He's Acor, Lord of the land that is lost no more. All who fall under his gaze become his subjects, bound to follow him for all eternity. As the whistle sounds, the swarming gaunts pour forth as his ready instruments of the hunt. Drained of all strength, his encircled foes plunge into the abyss, and thus the eternal Ebuinos welcomes its new residents. In this stage, Pontos will be deployed at level 50, skill level 5, and Lighten 3. Start a battle, gain 100 tentacle damage, Pontos gains 75 Alienus and 3 stacks of Pack Hunt. Turn start, draw 3 cards, Pontos gains 20 Alienus. Alright, let's see. Every 3 Gaunts in the deck, Relentless Hunt gains an extra stack of Pack Hunt. Jeez, there's a lot to this. For every 1 Pontos card played, temporary strength down effect to the next Relentless Hunt, plus 25%, triggers up to 3 times per turn. Retain. Gaunts are Pontos' buff cards. Raid Gaunt, Vex Gaunt, Slay Gaunt. Generating permanent Gaunts. Permanent Gaunts exceed 6. Randomly upgrade 1 into a conjoined Gaunt, plus 1 Arithmetica cost. Okay. Well, obviously you want this on as soon as possible. Okay, remove own strength down state. All enemy strength down 71 temporarily. Deal fixed damage equal to 5,400% tentacle damage, the lowest to HP enemy. This kills the target generated permanent Gaunt in hand. Max 3 permanent Gaunts generated per battle. Gains 0 stack of Pack Hunt. What is Pack Hunt? Each Gaunt played consumes a stack of Pack Hunt for an extra trigger. Max 9 stacks, stacks persistent. Hissed after battle. Well, insta-killed that thing. Oh, interesting. This is... whatever that was, it's dead. Yep. So this is an X cost, but it can actually work perfectly well at 0. It triggers twice as an AoE. Interesting. You just need to make sure you use it last. Mori on my men's. Voice actor sounds familiar? Might be. I feel like I've heard him in something before. Who voices Pontos? Could unleash this 9 times. That feels like a waste, though. It looks like good A-Core support overall. Chrono CCG is out. Couldn't feel more like home. What's Chrono CCG? He stacks up tentacle damage really well. He might just be better Goliath. Which would be really funny, because I already don't think Goliath is all that good. Relentless Hunt. Get them, boys. Legends of Runeterra 2 made by an indie team of Legend of Runeterra veterans. Legends of Runeterra. Is that the old League of Legends card game? Because I really liked that one. I know they made a new one. Yeah, okay, that might be cool. I might check that out then. He's an interesting... He functions very interestingly in that all of his defensive abilities are dropping their strength immensely. But his strength dropping is scaled to such an extent it can actually do something when you do a lot of it at once. It's open beta, so there's a lot of polish needs to be done and bugs that need to be fixed before release. What they have is already super impressive, I imagine. And he stacks up tentacle damage real damn quick. Yeah, he seems to work well on a sustained tentacle team that, honestly, he might be like the budget A-Core team, replacing Goliath to make it way stronger at higher levels. That'd be a really funny character to have been made. It's a limited Astral Rain character. Interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna go for him, because he's just... I don't think he's part of any of the game plans I'm really going for right now. Because what I'm trying to go for teams... Let me look at my lineups, actually. This is Poison Team, but I have an alt I want to work on when I get Zoo, where Lily will replace Karen, because I think Lily works better with Zoo. And I'm trying to make a Kasagu Raw team. I have no idea who to put here. Like, I know Karen goes in literally as a slot filler so you can go through the deck faster for her retain cards. Doll Inferno is here because I assume she'll just work okay. But I have no clue who else to use. I could do, like, Time Worn Ramona, but I feel like I need more sustain. Because Inferno Doll is okay sustain, but if I'm not using Karen's sustain, then she's not sustaining much, you know? And also, one of these teams, I don't know if I'll actually go through with it. It's there, it's a Karo team, I don't know. Kathy is the sustain? Let me double check how she works then. Let's see. She doesn't seem to have any, like, healing. She doesn't really have a lot of shield generation either. Her Fiamma stacks increases shield generation. Oh! Found damage, shield, and aliamus, and strength grant. Okay, okay. Then in that case... Then between her and Doll, maybe it can stay alive, then... Maybe just Time Worn Ramona for, you know, Keyflare stuff? Maybe this team works okay. So, do I have any other characters with a lot of retain cards? She doesn't. Although, here's something interesting. Temporary copies of the last 3 different non-derived command cards played in the previous turn into your hand. -1 arithmetic cost, exhaust, and fleeting. There weren't enough, draw. So, interesting about that is, a lot of people run Tawil's Wheel on Kathy. You spend a lot of Aerith on her. It's hard to build damage in Keyflare. I don't have Tawil's thing. I only recently started actually rolling wheels, to be honest. My current realm study is for Gift of Decay, because Nymphia is probably the backbone of my poison team. And I look at this and it's like, oh, she does more poison. And also, every time she exalts, she puts even more poison on before triggering her exalt. And also, she gets some aliamus whenever I unleash Posse, which is okay. It's a teeny tiny amount, though. Yeah, I Pale Descendant, which I actually was kind of happy to get, because again, I want to see if I can make, if I can make her actually work for Karo Poison. Because it's a weird amount of Karo Poison sustain, because it makes poison start going off on her defense. And gives Embryo Fusion every time poison is inflicted, period. Well, 3 times per turn. It was cool to get that. I also have this one, which I think is for Goliath. Which, who cares? I wouldn't mind getting Amidst the Downpour, either. Silent Banquet. This is also poison. Who's this for, though? Oh, this is for Karen, obviously. Poison inflicted up. After exalting, recover even more HP. Plus more for every Arithmetica you haven't spent yet, so exalt at the top of the turn to heal a lot, basically. Which, again, makes Karen even better sustain. Let's do one of these. Apprentice of Fate. I must have gotten a new Wheel of Destiny, then. Yep, gold. What do I win? Yay! Gift of Decay! I wanted that one. Well, someone just got a power boost. And take off this greed that... I mean, it's not worthless, but it's definitely not as optimal. Mind Barrier, I find being okay on her. What other options do I have, though? Do I have any other stuff with poison, or have I put that out there too much already? I think I got all my poisons put out. Yeah, I should probably get my daily Steppenwolfs. We got Key Flare regen, Death Resist. Ah, dang it. Wanted to look more at those. Take off all these 3%. Okay, let's see. Sigil yield, Key Flare regen. This is a lot of Key Flare regen on this one, Jesus. Aliamus regen. Crit damage, there's some Aliamus, damage amp, crit rate, that's all fine on her. Crit damage, death resist I don't care that much about. Crit rate with a little, some realm mastery ain't bad. I know these aren't optimized at all, but it's like, way better than the nothing she has on outside of this. Again, Key Flare regen, she doesn't... Like, I'm never gonna hate Key Flare regen, and the crit rate's also kind of nice. And damage amp is good, obviously. The Aliamus regen I'm getting out of this is probably the best part. There, 47.3%. I wonder if she also wants Steppenwolf. She's not applying that much poison most of the time. But... Deus Ex Machina is useful because that's just more Arithmetica in general. How's she totaling up here? Crit rate, some Alias regen, Realm Mastery. More death resist than I probably need. The damage amp is nice, and crit damage is okay. Sigil yield, that's fine. Don't need it that much. A lot of people... oh wait, that's not new. Give me just 1 second. Sorry about that. I went to move something, and while I was doing it, my entire mic arm came down. Had to fix that. My mic was sitting at a weird angle for a sec, but I think I fixed it. Anyway, what else was I gonna do? It's all very interesting, Ramona. Let me see. Kathy, I should probably actually work on leveling your stuff up. Okay, let's see here. Chaos Cluster. There we go. That'll give you some more points, girly. Yeah, I got a bunch of these, plenty of these, in fact. Get that up to 3 at least. Yeah, that up to 5. Have you beaten Dark Souls? The original one? I don't remember if I ever beat it. I have it. I've got it on PC, I had it on the 360 for a while. Guess I shouldn't have... I didn't need to spend so much upgrading this, because it's just the Aliamus it gives, which isn't as big a deal. Oh well. Still, get her better, stronger, faster, cooler. Okay. I can't do more of the event one because it's not done yet. Desecrate is getting a translation patch soon? Or maybe they already did it? I don't remember. Let's see if there's someone in here we can talk to. These take a billion years. Desecrate is translated now. Okay, then I can start on it now. Because I was told this is a really, really good one that I should do decently soon. It was with the patch last night. Ah. Fuck. Oh, Lord. An ocean perished. She laid its remains to rest. On the mirror of the abyssal sea, her king's dream dissipates and the divine realm decays. She beholds herself stepping forth from an ancient dream, only to step into the ruins of a collapsing future. She questions the abyss, but the abyss remains silent. She offers sacrifices to the abyss, but the only voice that answers is her own. Prayer is the first thing the Lemurians learned. The Lemurians? Okay. In the phantasmal dream of the throne, the king hearkens to the revelation of the divine. The storm of Lemuria shall be still. The abyss of Lemuria shall be no more. The king shall shelter his righteous people, and he shall bring forth the divine realm. Gentle waters shall flow, anointing the earth, giving life unto every blade and every tree. Boom! Ah. Thunder cracks violently above the island. Beneath the rubble, a small form shivers. Not far off, the ocean rages with such fury that it nearly swallows the thunder itself. Like a helpless, withered leaf adrift upon the boundless sea, the great isle of Lemuria trembles. I love Lemuria, too. Though the violent quakes have ceased, a lingering dizziness still clouds her senses. Her house is almost fully collapsed, debris pinning her into a cramped crevice amidst the rubble. Torrential rain pours through the gaps between stones, soaking her to the bone. Above her, massive fragments of wreckage hang suspended, propped up only by a single crack-riddled pillar, shuddering beneath the rain's assault. Oh, revered king, please save your faithful follower. Her eyes fixed on the precarious rubble overhead, she curls deeper into the corner, fingers knit tightly together, pressed to her chest as she prays to her king. Tempests, thunder, earthquakes, tsunamis. In Lemuria, the people sleep alongside cataclysms. Prayer is the first thing they learn upon waking. You are the divine envoy, the faith of the people of Lemuria. I devote to you everything that I have. I beg of you to help me, save me. Her father has told her that their god and their king will deliver Lemuria's people. She does not know what a god is, nor what a king is. Still, she cries out again and again. God still does not appear. God has never appeared before her, and yet, apart from prayer, there is nothing she can do. The cracks in the stone pillar widen, can no longer bear the crushing weight above. Oh Lord, please save me. Miriam remembers when her mother's body was dug out from under the ruins. That dirty, broken body. In those last despairing moments, was she too this cold? This terrified? This utterly forsaken? Her tears melt helplessly into the rain. Her voice grows weaker, trembling along with her body. Jesus. Ah! Miriam! The stone pillar shatters. Just before the massive slab plummets down, a familiar figure rushes in, pulling Miriam into his embrace. Father! Miriam slowly lowers the arm she has instinctively raised to shield her eyes. Ah! She clings to him, tightly embracing his familiar figure. Don't be afraid, Miriam. Don't be afraid. I'm here. Careful, child. Mind the shoulder. You're bleeding? Stones crash, gravel sprays. He stands between her and the collapsing debris, his weather-beaten, sun-darkened skin gashed by countless fresh wounds from rubble and tile. His hands, already rough from a lifetime of labor, are mangled and bloody from frantically clawing through the rubble. Rain falls, washing over the man's body, his fresh blood staining the broken ground a dark crimson. Father, it's all my fault you're hurt. A broad, calloused hand rests gently on her head, softly stroking her hair. Silly child, what are you saying? As long as you are safe, no wound could ever truly hurt me. Thank goodness, thank goodness. I made it in time after all. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for protecting my family. It is you, Father. You were the one who protected me. We of Lemuria endure these calamities by the King's grace alone. Only through devout worship of the King may one protect his family. You are still young. When you are older, you will understand. Ino smiles, patting her gently on the head. He leads Miriam in a devout bow, facing the direction of the temple. Now come recite with me. For the lost, the Lord shall guide. God, miracles, dark souls. For the yearning, the Lord shall answer. Miriam? For the devout, the Lord shall embrace. Miriam, have you fallen asleep? Ah, Father. I'm sorry, I was just thinking of something from the past. Miriam, are you sure you want to become an apprentice priestess? Yes, Father. That's good, that's good. Seem distant, and you seldom speak of these matters. Feared you had no interest. Said you wished to contend for the priesthood the other day. I was overjoyed. My daughter has grown up. Since we're here, let's listen carefully to what the priest has to say. The king is the one closest to God. Sees everything. Those who are not devout cannot receive his holiness. I understand, Father. It was never the king who watches over me, Miriam thinks, swallowing the words. Dad, will sister be chosen? Of course. City's priests all say that your sister's spiritual talent is even stronger than their own. Not only can she become a priestess, she might even rise to high priestess one day. Grand honor that. Came to pass, your mother in heaven would surely rejoice for you. Ah, priestess is coming. Sarah's excited shout. Everyone looks forward. The priestess, wearing a purple veil, moves slowly through the congregation, reciting prayers. She passes the young candidates ahead, before stopping before Miriam and her family. O Lord, please hear my devout plea. Please accept my daughter Miriam. Father's whispered prayer, together with the solemn majesty of the priestess, keeps Miriam from speaking further. She lowers her head and waits. The priestess raises her hand and places it on Miriam's forehead. Your Holiness, may I ask, my child, is she? Father humbly looks up to see the priestess. She gives no reply, shows no expression. She's seen too many such stories before. The lowing of beasts no longer stirs even the faintest interest within her. Rude, but Those well-kept hands do not linger for even a moment. Priestess turns away and leaves with her attendants, returning to the altar. Not chosen, then. Father, I'm sorry. I still haven't been any help to our family. What are you saying, silly child? Stars have already written our fates. Was I not also deemed unworthy? As long as you can live a healthy, happy life, Dad will be content. Priestess or not, you will always be my child. Dad, what about me? You're both my dear daughters. Miriam sees the disappointment in her father's eyes, and his rough, broad hand still rests upon her head, as gentle as always. Okay, so obviously he wanted her to be a priestess, because that's like the biggest thing you can be here. So yeah, of course he's disappointed she didn't get it. But good dad talking about, oh, so long as you're healthy, that's all I'll want. From childhood until now, that hand has always appeared. Whenever she was afraid, whenever she was lost, whenever she was sad. That same hand would always find her, stroking her head just like this, soothing her into calm. I have to think, if her aptitude is that good, and that's apparently something they can just measure, and that didn't get her in, is it that they know her faith is wavering? Or that she's not that faithful in their king and their god? Yet, since childhood, how many burdens has the owner of that hand endured? What has she done to help him? Miriam lowers her head again, hiding her reddening eyes. Hey sis, look! It's an old grandpa walking onto the altar. That robe. A purple robe! Worshipper eagerly pushes through the crowd, standing on tiptoe beside Enos for a better view. That the High Priest? The High Priest leaving the inner sanctum? No one said anything about this. An elderly figure emerges from the chamber behind the altar. His face is aged, yet his steps remain steady. His robes are impeccably kept, without a single wrinkle. The High Priest, the sole person in all of Lemuria granted audience with the king. What do you want to bet the odds are that there is no king? The king's just not there. And the High Priest just has to make shit up. Holds the power to commune with God. The High Priest holds the highest station in all the land. The old man's stern gaze sweeps across the hall. Though he speaks not a word, the once noisy temple falls silent beneath it. Soon that gaze turns towards Miriam. Following a priestess's guidance, the old man comes before her and places his wrinkled hand upon her forehead. The once arrogant priests now stand bowed before the old man. Everything within the temple seems to still at his presence. Finds herself breathless, unable to perceive even the flow of time. Equally possible, the priestesses are genuinely useless. Would you kill your father for the king? Armor-piercing question there. An icy voice comes from the High Priest, shattering the frozen moment like a clap of thunder. Miriam jerks her head up, seeing the stern, imposing face of the High Priest. What did you just say, Your Holiness? Tell me, what is faith? Faith is to offer everything to the king. But my father is a devout believer. King cares for his people. He would never ask me to. You should not become a priestess. You should not have been born in Lemuria. You should be exiled or executed. Miriam, His Holiness didn't mean it that way. Your Holiness, please forgive her. Miriam is just clumsy at expressing herself. Willing to sacrifice everything for the king. God has guided me here. So this must be the fate foretold by the stars. Fate. Huh. High Priest pays no heed to Enos and Miriam's words. Without another glance, he sighs deeply and walks back into the depths of the temple. Soon a priestess hurries over, her footsteps echoing in the quiet hall. She stops before Miriam, smiles, and hands her a badge. 7 days, bring this to the temple and join the training. Congratulations, Miriam. You are now an apprentice priestess of Lemuria. That sounds like the opposite of what he told you to do. Sister was chosen! Sister was chosen! Sarah jumps around excitedly. Enos turns toward the statue above the altar, his clasped hands trembling slightly before him. Thank you, Your Holiness. Thank you. The Lord has heard our voice. We give our deepest gratitude unto him. Gratitude. Paya, did you hear that? Our daughter has become an apprentice priestess. Only you could see this. We'd be so happy, Paya. Guessing Paya's the mother. Miriam stands in a daze, still not fully grasping what has just happened. Her sister's unrestrained cheers, her father discreetly wiping away his tears. The mingled sincere and envious congratulations of the crowd. In her palm rests a dark badge, etched with writhing tentacles and raging tempests. Lies cold and still, indifferent to the noise around it, like an aloof prophecy. You love fish? When we return, I'll prepare a whole feast of your favorites. I'll go tell everyone. I must share this wonderful news. My Miriam is going to be a priestess of Lemuria. I'm only an apprentice still. Holiness, the High Priest himself took special notice of you. It means our Miriam's gift is truly remarkable. sure everything will be fine. Miriam still does not understand what the High Priest meant, nor does she understand why she has been granted this place. She looks at her father and sister. She hasn't seen such joyful expressions on their faces for a long time. Miriam strokes the badge, a smile appearing on her lips. Finally, she too has brought smiles to her family, just like her father. Let those smiles last, she thinks. Let this joy endure. Man, that's long. Like to do some gameplay here. It's by far the longest story in the game. Like, even including entire chapters, or... As if so, I can only do so much of this today. Da-da-da... Like a 4+ stream deal if the entire stream is dedicated to it? Jesus! Yeah, we're gonna be sprinkling these in. Yeah, I'm not gonna dedicate everything to this, because I also want to still play the damn game, you know? It's long, I can tell. Enjoy, he said. Enjoy the humble warmth. Enjoy the fate that has been prepared. One sec, we just, Morimen's Discord just pinged me. Just another reminder, no NSFW in there, which keeps happening. Sizzle. Fresh fish hits the pan. Delightful sound and fragrance waft from their modest kitchen. These are his daughter's favorite dishes. Enos has been preparing them for over a decade. He can measure every spice perfectly with his eyes closed. You were speed reading through it? It took you 9 hours? Jesus. I'm reading it out loud and commenting over it. This is gonna be a lot of shit. I'm gonna, have to mix in doing other stuff. Sis, is your stomach acting up again? I always feel queasy at the smell of fish. Outside the kitchen, Sarah pats Miriam's back, shaking her head and sighing. Miriam can't help but smile at the grandmotherly look on Sarah's 10-year-old face. I'm fine, Sarah. Sis, fish is so good. Why don't you like it? Maybe I had too much of it as a child. You just can't stand that fishy smell, or maybe... Sarah, I never told you how Mom died, did I? Sarah shakes her head, nestling quietly into Miriam's arms to listen. You had just been born. Mom was bedridden with illness. The rocks came down from the mountain. She couldn't get away in time. Can't stand fish? Listen here, you little bastard. You can't stand fish, well, fish can't stand. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That day the wind was fierce. Fish fell from the sky, landing all over her body. Her eyes were wide open, bulging, just like those fish. Miriam doesn't go on, and Sarah doesn't ask. Sarah snuggles tightly against her, gently patting her back. If you hate it, why not just tell Dad? When I don't like something, I just say so. After Mom died, Dad raised us up on his own. He's had a hard life. Fish is the cheapest food in Lemuria. I can imagine. I can't do anything. I can't help our family at all. The one thing I can do is not be a burden. I relate so heavily to Miriam already. Sarah, you have to remember, you grow up, take good care of Dad, okay? Okay, but sis, you said you wanted to be a priestess. Was that the same as saying you like fish? Time to eat. My little princesses, the last dish is ready. Father's voice comes from the kitchen, cutting off Sarah's question. Miriam smiles and changes the subject. Sarah, don't tell anyone what I just said, okay? I know, Sarah won't cause any trouble for sis or daddy. You like fish? I mean, I hope so, you're in stream. If you didn't like me, I'd be quite concerned. Miriam smiles and pats Sarah's head, leading her toward the kitchen to welcome the feast their father has prepared. Soon, fish dishes of every kind cover their small table. You two were out shopping, I told the folks in town. Even wrote to the relatives who live far away. In a few days, they'll know too. All the aunties and uncles who watched you grow up are so happy for you. They sent over so much food and drink. The town priest, once he heard you'd been chosen by the high priest himself, he came right up to me, so polite. It's not a big deal. You don't need to tell so many people. It is a big deal. You become a priestess, you'll earn lots and lots of money. You can even hire someone to sweep the floor for me. Don't say such things, Sarah. Priesthood is a sacred calling. One does not take it up for such reasons. What does a priestess do? Duty of a priestess. That goes back a very long time. Story every Lemurian ought to know. Oh yeah, just to reiterate for those unaware, Lemuria is the, well, in real life, Lemuria was the proposed, landmass that would have connected Madagascar, the island of Madagascar, to the rest of Africa. The way for, you know, lemurs to be connecting between those two spots. One moment, please. Sorry about that. Scam call. Minos lifts Sarah into his arms, sets her on his lap, and softly strokes her head. Our land of Lemuria boasts a glorious history, a shining civilization. The power of God protects us, granting everlasting happiness and peace. There are no cataclysms here, no disease. Everyone enjoys endless food and fine wine. Even the departed, by God's grace, may reunite with the living. At some point, our people could no longer hear the voice of God. Cataclysms grew more and more frequent. The country is surrounded by boundless seas. No one has ever been able to leave. Only God can change this. Our king is the only one who can commune with God. King hears the oracles and will once more bring us his blessings. When that time comes, all cataclysms will cease. Departed will return to life. We'll live on this land in eternal peace. Lemuria will once again be the perfect divine realm. Adam's apple bobs in excitement as he draws his hopeful gaze back from the direction of the temple. However, his power is not limitless. He requires the help of his devotees. Thus those with strong spiritual power are chosen as priests to convey his will and aid in his design. Mundane mortals like me have no talent for such great things. I can only watch helplessly as your mother... Forget it. Today's a good day. Celebrate for my daughter and not talk of that. He wipes the wetness from the corners of his eyes. The next moment, his expression becomes a deliberately warm grin, his hands patting his two daughters' heads. Come a priestess, aid our king. Bring Lemuria salvation, the greatest honor of all. Thank the king for granting our humble family such an opportunity. Minos raises his wine glass. Turbid liquid swirls inside. Miriam can smell the thick, pungent reek of cheap spirits cutting through the dust in the air. The drink favored by the poor of Lemuria, cheap and strong, brief solace at a low cost. Impurities in the alcohol cause severe headaches the next day. Hangovers and spasms of pain are gifts to the destitute. It's almost a kind of blessing. He drinks it all in one gulp. Ugh. Sarah, your father may be no one of consequence, but your sister is the pride of our whole family. Here, Miriam, your favorite fried fish fillet. Old Ona just caught it today. Told him your good news, he set it aside for me himself. I don't want to put too much pressure on you. Spoil your heart, I know you can do it. I hope you can take good care of yourself out there. If anything upsets you, write to me. Tomorrow you leave home. Who knows when you'll next eat your father's fish? A heaped plate of fish is set before Miriam. Golden batter crisps its skin. A hot, rich aroma rises. Her sister is smiling. Father is smiling too, tears welling in his eyes. Through Miriam's vision, blurred by the rising steam, her mother's silhouette seems to sit nearby as well, smile spreading across her face. Her clothes are ragged, her body a broken mess. Her eyes are still bulging, wide open, sharing an overwhelming likeness to the fish eyes on the plate. Ah, less cool. I will become a priestess. I won't let you down, Father. Miriam slices into the fish, takes a bite. Its flavor bursts into her mouth, forcing a smile to her cheek. Is this all reading? Not for nothing, I love reading, obviously, but this is also a video game. Get free skins. Well, not free, because you gotta do Silver Prime. Still haven't cleared Ultra Fisher, but I also haven't tried. Really is too bad I couldn't get that skin. The game refused to tell me what the fuck counted as a seasonal mission, no matter how many times I told it to take me there. I still don't know. I did like everything that seemed to reset off seasonal and none of it worked. Ah, yeah, this. Oh, God. I did this for like an hour and a half yesterday, and I only got this far in it. That... God, it takes forever. Got these upgrades out of that, though. Ah, I guess train departure is useful. What other stuff? After boss battles, fully restore your death resist and recover half your lost health. I guess that'd be useful if I had any death resist in this game mode. Assault Awakeners, Warden Awakeners, and Chorus Awakeners, just give them stats up. Fully upgrade the effects of a Gift of Kindness, Unfinished Wax Sculpture. Okay, fully upgrade all those. Phase 2, fully upgrade all these. Phase 3, fully upgrade all these. Okay, then you have ones for the different types, so you could focus on the ones you just really have. Truth. Over 3. Gnosis and Esoteric Research Depths plus 100% at start of exploration. What does that mean? Ladies' Tea Party and Gentlemen's Salon. For men and women. First 5 battles, set all enemies HP to 1. That would make it faster. Start of exploration, obtain a random blessed relic. That would also be quite useful. Make this possibly actually doable. Where was I in this? 3-1. About to die. Right. I recall now. Not dead anymore, though. Ah, I shouldn't have played that yet. I'm dumb. Tranquil C to just be safe. Though I have enough tentacles, I should use this. Get rid of that. Get poisoned, stupids. Owie, owie, owie. Just kidding, didn't hurt. I should not be losing HP right this second. The Abyss Gaze is back. Still gonna die. Okay.
お静かに
Just lose the health to maybe not die. Again, not quite saving my life. Yep, dead. Because it just got to the point where all the enemies do more damage than I can ever possibly combat. I don't want to use any more of my things. Like, I used some of those to get through. If the actual boss fight of that is anything like that, then this game can go to hell. I'm assuming it's just for this roguelike mode that it's like that at all. Okay. Try out again with... Actually did let me change this gear on early, which... The fact this actually triggers... Yeah, as part of the wielder's exalt first inflict. Here's the thing, it looked like that was happening when any person did it, though. Or maybe that was one of the things I had on. Okay. Obtain a mutated heart, sure. I guess I can apply the weakness for next turn rather than lose this card. Yeah, I already have a ton more health, just naturally, than I did last time. That's nice. Oh, a convulsion, how nice.
Hi.
I need to conserve health as much as I can. Because I can't very readily heal without Rouses active with this deck. Owie. Slap. Did take that poison from doing that slap, though. Whatever. Okay, okay. Put weakness on something. Advance finesse, but develop paranoia. Paranoia isn't that bad, but advanced finesse I worry if I can even use. Putting weakness on something would be nice, honestly. On Midnight Tidings. Yeah. Yeah, it works. Just draw random crap right now, I guess. This prevents me from taking damage this turn and still kills one of them. Actually, it might have killed that one anyway. That might not have been the play. Get hurted.
降臨せよ奈落の底の深淵を覗けこの暗流は敵を引き裂くこれでどう
There we go. Killed them all. Victory. Okay. Destroy command card, recover health, or get Yellow Snail Plus, which makes my posse also trigger all tentacle attacks 2 times at half damage. Get Despondency. Honestly, I might need Despondency, just for that sheer amount of shield on it. And Yellow Snail Plus is quite nice to have. Okay, okay. More poison is good. I don't need counter. Strength is nice. Pick up what shows up. Seems to be the smart way to do this. Oh, Lily.
通じる扉はここにあるわいらっしゃいませパーティーですよ狂気を胸に聞こえますかみんなを守る
Alright.
降臨せよ
Okay, damage already closer to being manageable.
消えて奈落の底の深淵を覗け
Gaze into the abyss.
お静かに
I could pick up some defenses here. Actually, pick up specifically your defense there. I don't care about drawing Despondency right here, honestly. Well, I care, but which is to say I'm doing it on purpose, I mean. Ah, but I kinda don't need it now. Dang it. Whatever. Extra strength really helps with my tentacle damage. Ego passage. Get him with the poison. It's not gonna deal damage, so I can just play stuff willy-nilly right now. Just gave herself a bunch of shield. Oh yeah, the boss I fought, that I'm hoping to God that's not how it's gonna work in the actual game, because it can just remove poison from itself, which was stupid. Makes poison just not a strategy anymore, if that's something they decide to do with any amount of frequency. I really want to save my Key Flare Rouses, because that stacks between fights. I can afford to take a little damage. Because I do have ways to heal. Slime's gonna converge, huh? That's an example of a way to heal I have. Let's get through to the next stage. Truth and Abyss. There, plenty of poison. Lily Rouse. But it built up her poison enough, it should be okay. Real big silent fealty to help with my damage. And the enemy just suddenly spawned a second enemy in that wasn't there 4 seconds ago. What the fuck? Not that one. More mouse wisdom. Okay. No more damage. Let's reset. I should not have used that. That was dumb. Karen's card is in my deck now, or in the discard pile. Haha, your poison died. Or your shield. Shut up. Death Knell. And again, a new enemy spawned in, because I don't understand the rules of that, apparently. It died really fast, so maybe I'm overreacting. Yeah, if I exalt, what is happening? Makes the first command card that, if it's strike, she gets +1 attack. If it's defense, she gets a shield. If it's other command cards, they'll get confused and place a pustule here. Oh, I'm exalting and she's getting confused. Alright, she's gonna converge slime, but then the poison's gonna wipe out the last of her health. Yeah, just the stat up is already making this work a lot better. I remember this early on, no stats up. Last time, I was terrible. Ooh. Ooh, that radium jawbone. Every exalt... Yeah, I think I had that before. Okay. Enhance the Orson quality of a random card. Hysteria for Advanced Echo. I don't want Advanced Echo that much, do I? I really don't want Hysteria. Just make this Advanced Weakness, I guess. Oh, this is what we're doing, okay. Let's pick up retain cards in hand. Give me that, too. Yep, lots of poison triggering. Poison you as much as can physically happen. And here's your meal. Eat shit and die and be poisoned. Yeah, okay, this is so much stronger than what I was doing before. Oh, you split in half. I don't know why I went through all that, and I knew it wasn't gonna do that much. I could do Mouse Wisdom when I have it, because otherwise I'm wasting Key Flare, you know? And that's damage, that's shortening the fight, because it's slapping them with all my tentacles right away. Raging Waves. With the poison, he'll die. I still take the damage, but it'll be fine. Okay, I really don't need to heal is the thing. Hallucinations, which is okay, because it might be something useful. And it's a retain card, so I can deal with it. Weeping Pipe Plus. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice. Everyone's base damage 60%. Let's see. Just shield up a bit. I know I'm slowing down my ability to win, but my base tentacle damage is actually crazy high at this point. Turn into a defense I definitely don't need. Draw off my retain cards.
狂気を胸に咲き誇れ。分かったわ。
And build my tentacle count. Ouchies. Passage of ego. Truth and the abysso. Okay. Try to build up as much arithmetica for next fight as we can. But not arithmetica, alienness. Yeah, because I won that. I am Victor. Proto Battery Plus. Turn start, all Awakeners gain alienness, get another hallucination. I'll deal with another hallucination, whatever. What do we got? Nettle Vest. Don't care that much. I don't do much with counter. Ooh, Serpent's Husk is nice. Rind Papaya. Drawing cards when I apply poison, and my HP recovery and shielding are all better. That's great. Like, I don't need to pick up stuff, because I have a limited inventory of this. I should not be trying to pick up stuff that doesn't go towards my personal game plan. My inventory is kinda limited right now. Not super, but kind of. Okay, it's not dealing damage this turn, so I can slap it in the face. I can focus on me draw card. Me am smart. Putting the toadstools so I can use them later. Hate devours. Oftentimes, yes. And it's dissolution or devouring your cards. Played cards will be exhausted. Oh, right. I forgot this is the stupidest, worst designed boss in the game. Or at least one of them. I do not want to waste my key flare on this. Although, this is a hallucination, so I don't mind getting rid of this right now. Most of this other stuff I still want to be able to use later. So, fuck no. I have a very long-term, like, deck. I hate the idea of if you play a card, you lose it permanently in a game like this. Gaze into the abyss. Need what I can get out of that. Drain your strength some too. Weakness plus strength drain stack well together. Owie. And gather your tentacles. Throw out some damage where we can.
海の狂気に気をつけて。回って回って回って回って。
Well, that didn't do much. 10k poison on it, though. Hate Devours. Gain 33 strength, put the strike from other awakeners in a hand, low chance inspires, ignite everyone's battle. Intent. Exhaust. Okay, I can consider that for later. Sure, I can play this right now. I needed to check how many cards were still in my deck. This would actually work really well if I set things up. Why does it say I'm about to take a fuckload of damage? Oh, right. Because of all the bleeding I've got here. Alright, yeah, then that's actually quite useful. All the defenses, please. Thank you. In fact, yeah, let's make it take no damage at all. Thank you very much. Hate Devours, it often does, yes. Blade cards will be exhausted, so not playing a damned thing and taking 600 damage, that's a real cool mechanic. No sane person would waste their entire hand this turn. And, you know, lose out on having the vast majority of their deck, which is necessary to play the fucking game. I really hate any boss mechanic that makes me not have my cards anymore. It doesn't feel fair. I can stack up the poison more, but I'm still hemorrhaging health. Because I got saddled with the worst boss fight. Oh hey, Illusion's End. I'm getting closer to winning then. Eat shit and die. Yeah, Gaze of Erosion. I'm bleeding again. That's great. Sure, give me that. Can't do jack shit with it anyway, but... Let me see. Okay, all the defenses Lily gave me are nice. And kill. There we go. I have to do more fights after that. I don't have the thing that makes it so, you know, I heal after boss fights. Because you have to play it a bunch more for that. Okay, Chrono Pendulum Occult seems really useful. Every instance of damage dealt, active or passive, so even my tentacles trigger this, I gain 14 shield. And if I have a bunch of shield remaining at turn start, I gain a temporary strength and tentacle damage for every 3. Slumber is also nice. But I think I'm gonna take Chrono Pendulum Occult. Just for that sustain. Polar Dusklight to your deck. Polar Dusklight is cool. Oh, cool. They're all gonna try to kill me this turn.
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
Okay, poison doesn't count as an instance of damage, apparently. Get this to weaken them at least, and then get the toad stews in here so those can start stewing. Tentacles at the end of turn still help me. I might not need to switch to white there. Oh, it's gonna give me a bunch of temporary strength this turn, though. Yeah, quite a bit there. Not that it helps even slightly, because, yeah. Didn't draw jack shit. Oh, it died, and I got to heal a tiny bit before it did. Probably should have played the Toadstools instead for healing. Madness for Putney Morning Post. For each battle, gain Arithmetica after a turn. 15 damage amp, gain Arithmetica, obtaining counter for the first time each turn. I don't care. I don't want Madness. I can't be sacrificing my health like that. I don't want Delusions and Somniloquy. I'll take the Sigils this time. Am I missing something? Turn start, Arithmetic costs 1 random hand card, changes to 3 and reverts at turn end. Okay. What's this other shit happening then? Yeah, I see that. Why did my card stop working? Wait, what's this? Attack seals the Awakener's Exalt and all command cards for turn, removing 1 stack of Chains Resentment. Ah, noted. Okay. Get a Fate's Descent up in here. And some Toad Stew. You know what? Give me a Silent Fealty. Oh, the Polar got to be 3 cost this turn. For no fucking reason, because that's not how it says that works. Whatever, I'm not taking damage, just deal with it. They'll die to the poison, I'll be fine. When it says a random card in hand, what it means is a random card anywhere. Differential Engine for Hysteria? No, I'll take the heal this time. What card do I get rid of is the question. Without anyone's rouses, some of these cards are just kind of useless. Like, take out Karen's Strikes, because if I'm playing her cards, I want to be on the defense. Merciful Helm. Merciful Helm can be nice for those big turns. Celestial Astrolabe might be nice. Oh, Hierophant Staff, easy. And some Merciful Helm for Tentacles. And the Ramona fight. Not a great one either, but it's one we'll deal with. At least I got to heal a bunch turn 1. Look at all them shields. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this. A lot of these can exhaust, but the ones that don't suck. Rid of this suffocation, no breathing. I give an immense fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. Let me see here. Mouse Wisdom. I should have done this first if I was doing that. For even more shield out of it. Ah, it didn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I got enough shield anyway. Alright, let's get some retains up in here. Screw it, I have so many tentacles I should deep currents here. Just to stack up the poison faster. And Jesus Christ, I have a lot of shield. Oh right, this is why I actually fucking hate fighting Ramona. She forces you to discard even if your deck... She forces you to discard retain cards. She just does. Which isn't a stated ability anywhere, she just makes your hand go away. Just keep the curse going. Oh yeah. Starts putting Echo Orisons on your stuff too. Wait until this is high cost to get rid of it. Oh yeah, and you stop drawing cards as well. That's not a stated effect of anything currently going on, it just happens. Discard your hand, don't draw new cards. Both of these things are happening simultaneously. Sure, put it on the hallucination so I can get rid of it. Yep, made me discard all the cards. This is a passive effect that is not written anywhere. Just for the rest of the battle, this is happening. Get more poisoned. If I can just hold out long enough, the poison will get her in a few turns. Especially if I can get more exalts off. Among these 3 cards, one of them will get Echo. The other 2 disappear from your fucking hand. We don't say this is happening, but it is. Eat shit and die for playing our game. You just have less cards to play with. Always the worst mechanic in a card game. Not letting you interact with it. There we go. And finish the fight. The difference between a fight being doable and a fight being unfun. It was doable, but I wasn't having fun. 200 Realm Mastery, All Awakener, and Poison effects up 20% is very nice. Yeah, Forgotten Loom Plus, quite nice. Neurotoxin is good, but I don't... Trauma's not that bad, actually. That gets my poison active faster in this game mode. He's texting me.
なたをがっかりはさせないわ。
Suck. Start by weakening them at least. Not that that did much. Oh, these have Echo forever. Okay, I guess.
愚かね。わかったわ。
Really cool turn 1 play.
そのまま朽ち果てて。
銀の影がならんことを。
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
Get all my retained crap up in here.
ドアの王国の美しさに服従せよ。
Yeah, 91. This actually might be worth playing.
回って回って。
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。あなたを永遠の眠りへいざない。
Now, slaps. Poisonous slaps. Oh yeah, nice poison, nice shield, stupid. Ooh. Curse you. Let fate descend. That helps slightly. Tranquil Sea will help a little bit more. A little. He's gonna die this turn, so I should heal where I can heal.
戻って前へ。
The poison is gonna kill him right after his intent thing. Yeah. I probably should have played one of those silent fealties instead. Okay, Vital Injection for Despondency. Max Arithmetica +2 would be okay. 2 random rouses for an epilepsy is too good. Okay, Dance and Drowning. Those are probably the 2 I wanted most, yeah. I'll deal with having epilepsy, I guess. If I have enough healing, I can just ignore being epileptic. They're into the abyss. Also drown, dance, and... Sure, give me the Polar Dusklight.
これがあなた様への恩返しです。深海があなたを永遠の眠りへいざないます。薬剤カリン。
Now, all of Karin's cards also heal me.
いらっしゃいませ。パーティーですよ。
Haha, you all died. I want Deep Current. I don't want to pay for it. We'll Rage because we have so many card. And Mouse Wisdom too. Slap even more. That doesn't trigger temporary tentacles, unfortunately. But I can still slap you a bunch. Didn't hurt. Oh, sorry, did you heal from something? No, you didn't. That might hurt, though.
ない
回って回って回って回って回って回って回って回って回って回って
Silent fealty and her defenses. That actually adds up to a pretty decent amount of restored health. So I didn't actually take that much damage. Haha, you're still poisoned. I mean, you just do that. The poison's got you anyways. Merged into one. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Highest honor plus... I don't really want highest honor. I'll destroy another card. As it stands, I think her defenses are not worth being in here, because her strikes will still give me armor. Guardian Hand can be nice. Are any of these I don't want anymore? The silver ones? I really feel like all these are good things I want. None of these are quite worth it, so we're gonna refresh. Silver Key Gleam. No. No, I don't want that. None of that either. Chant of the Tides. Yeah, extra tentacles is good. Roll one more time. Silver Tongue would actually be crazy. Voyager's Parasol could be okay, but I think Silver Tongue for that Key Flare generation. And that's my last relic. Oh, we're in here again already. I said there was a fight this sent me to that I fucking hated. Here it is, sure enough. I was hoping it wouldn't be a every time kind of deal, but here it is. Right. I need to play a specific number of cards each turn to make sure it doesn't... you know... kill me in one hit. Which is essentially a real thing it will do if I do this wrong. And I can't leave it on this either, because that clears all its poison. A fair and cool effect for a boss to have in this game. There, that's as good as we're getting. Didn't hurt. Do-do-do. Get drowning. Can't let it end on this ever, because that clears its poison and that's gonna make this take 1 billion times longer. Damn it. There. I can work with this. Pure despondency. Like, just taking a little bit of damage, I can be okay with. But it goes for everything. I'm a little screwed over. Alright, Toadstew. Get rid of that. My hand's full. I can play enough cards, probably. Especially with the marvelous cuisines, those are real great for this. I'm also doing so much more damage to it than I was before that maybe it won't matter. Persists after battle. Stupid. There we go. I can deal with this. Again, I can get a ton of shield after exalting a bunch. And the poison worked. Alright, we're out of that phase. Now it's the phase where I have no control over whether it does buckloads of damage every turn or not. I just have to accept that it's going to kill me at some point. Oh, never mind. It still cycles through things as I play cards. No, it's still that, yeah, okay. Except sometimes it just chooses not to change anyways. So the paradox effect means jack shit. Still immune to being damaged at all this turn. I guess it's just immune to everything the first turn and deals 650 damage immediately. Which, again, stupid. Objectively stupid. Alright, this turn, you can't interact with the enemy at all. Ain't that fun in a card game? I don't want to have this in my hand and lose max health every turn, because that actually carries over to further fights. Again, stupid. It is stupid to put this in the middle of this shit. Truth inquiry. Gonna ask me a question, twin statues? Answer Tawo. What makes you continue to fight? Remains in hand, other cards are played. Tawo will become angry and deal 31 damage to the team. Card will be consumed in turn end. Play this. This Perception Warp. Displayed in Dissolution text, 10% chance of -2, 25 of -1, 30% chance of no change. Remove when played or discarded. 3 stacks of Chains of Resentment. You don't feel like telling me what that is, but I think I do. Put your stupid Chains of Resentment. I don't care at this point. Let's just get rid of those while they're here. I can deal with someone being sealed. Oh, bleed, lovely. There we go, let's mutate. Truth and the Abyss. Struggle in the Dissolution. What do I have in here that would be useful? Not much, so let's just add retained stuff so I can get it while it's there. Oh, cool, this is still mutated.
星の美しさに服従せよ。
銀の影が道を照らさんことを
Alright, that phase is done. Good.
聞こえますか？沈め。
It is unfortunate I'm losing all this damage. Maybe I should have played Deep Current just for the poison of it. Ah yes, the sacrifice in the back. Attack the Child of Light. I didn't get to hear the other part. Here is your meal. I poisoned it, which is probably not good. Well,
銀の影
in for a penny, in for a pound. I should have done this first.
敵を引き裂
That
く
was dumb. Didn't hurt. Draw cards, get tons of arithmetica here. Why not? Ah, lovely.
満足満足。満足満足。
Karen, get the healing, please. Okay, more shield. This one's gonna hurt. Owie. Oh, barriers. Well, that's okay. Force fusion. That's gonna suck for you. Rest of this turn, I can't do much with it anyways. Just make them weak, I guess. It does something, technically. And just play some of Karen's cards to heal. Big ol' keyhole. I'm guessing this is probably the final boss of the whole game, which the game chose to spoil for me, but eh. Oblivion's power affects the spirit dimension, rendering music unable to be transmitted. I'll find a way to deal with it. Okay, mouse wisdom. Get rid of that. Probably shouldn't have done that just yet.
この暗流は敵を引き裂く
Alright, let's see. My toad stew in here. I guess not a damned other thing. These, why not?
王国の美しさに服従せよ
And that drawing a card meant I burnt it. Or that was the last one. Both plausible. No, I didn't burn it. That was the last one. Okay. Here's your meal. Truth and Abyss. Passage of the Ego. Raging Waves. Twenty tentacles. How about a few more?
道を照らさんことを
Well, no more tentacles, but whatever. Yeah, this 57,000 poison is also nice enough. Didn't hurt. Oh hey, Passage of the Ego. Oh hey look, the illusion's over. What do you mean that only dealt 1,300 damage? Damage received minus 99%, 99 stacks for this turn. God damn it. Oh, give me all that shield back at least. I didn't even notice all that. I would not have used that turn if I'd known it. Whatever, I guess. I didn't take damage, and it died of the poison anyway. Yay! I'm not looking forward to doing that in the story, but clearly I can if I have an actual working build. More relics can be obtained. I noticed. Loop Reflection into my deck. Sure, why not? Can I back out of this? We've been going a while. Obviously in a much better position than I was before. Current point's 300, yeah. I had to, like bash through there before. And I still didn't get any memory specs. Which means it's probably as good as I'll ever do. But hey, who resonated more? Nymphia! Poison of Reality 3. If I dealt... Oh, Affinity level 10. Inflict 50,000 stacks of poison on enemies. Lovely. Oh yeah, played 300 cards for some pure cores. You gotta love it. Let's... I think I just want to keep powering up Gift of Decay, at least to +3. For the poison up. And how much poison it triggers when she goes off. Nobleman's Staff is almost there. Almost there. Okay. Oh, yeah. When an event thing happens that I want, next event character is mine 1,000 times over. Waiting on you. But hey, we can do okay for right now. Yeah, with upgrades, that game mode's actually kinda better. It's that I was playing without it at first, I think was the problem. Not out of lack of wanting them, lack of having them. But I think that can do for now. I'll be doing Desecrate and whatever in that limited time event, like sprinkling those in for a hot minute for a while. Because it's still a while before anything else updates that I'll be doing anything about. Because while I am playing Wuwa, I'm definitely not streaming it because I'm paying not too much attention to the story. I'm reading it. But it's like, I'm just kind of, oh, okay, is that it? Yes, I am playing Wuthering Waves a bit. But, I'll I'll be honest, it was for the Cyberpunk collab because I do still love Cyberpunk 2077, in spite of my complaints about CD Projekt Red's ideas of the theming of a punk genre. You know what, I'll explain that here, because I don't know if I've explained that to my stream before. So CD Projekt Red really does have it in their head that you cannot participate in the cyberpunk, like the adventuring side, or you will die young. You will not achieve what you set out for. You will die doing it. The enemy is too strong. You will not succeed. And I am of the opinion that that is antithetical to the punk supergenre as a whole. Because punk is about hope. Punk is fighting back against the regime because it does matter. Because you are making a difference, because you will succeed one day. And I think, because punk is fighting against a dystopia, it is the hope that even in the bleakest times, people will still pick up arms and fight for what's right, or fight to make things better than they are. And I think the idea of it's going to fail is a slap in the face to the entirety of the super genre, the over genre of punk. Because hope is the most punk rock thing in the world. Superman is pretty punk rock, you know? Deltarune's pretty punk rock. You're a punk. I don't have that much hope in me. I'll level with you. I don't think I got all that much punk in me. But yeah, that's ultimately my problem with their interpretation of it. I feel it misses the point entirely. When you look at dystopia and you say, well, everyone trying against this is fucking doomed, that hurts me, because I feel that's the opposite of how that's supposed to go. But hey, that's my opinion. And I can still enjoy the characters and the writing in spite of the fucked up themes. Oh, speaking of fucked up, my facial capture again. That hadn't happened in a few seconds. Ah, there, it's better in this angle somehow. Whatever. Anyway, because it's Monday, we're going short. Gonna stop the recording for YouTube here. As always, thank you so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Bye-bye, YouTube. Capture this facial. Gross.